Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I've got a journal share with you today, a couple of journals I've been working on that will be going into the Etsy shop. This is pretty similar to others that you've seen before, and something a bit different. So let's start with this one, which is fabric covered cardstock single signature journal with 84 sides. So 42 pages, 84 sides. You can see it's pretty brown. There's an image on the front, just a little bit of ribbon tied through the centre, and the dangle is I suppose a boho paperclip dangle, which I've made there. And I will be doing a tutorial on how I put these together in the very near future. So this one is quite full, and this is my design team project for Tracie Fox at Tracie Fox Creative. I'll put the links below, and this is using her silhouette kit. I've used mainly the pages from that kit. So inside, the first page is a pocket. This is actually Tim Holtz paper, and this is a tag from Tracie's silhouette kit, which I've just put a bit of stitching on, a sticker or two just to dress that up a little bit. A bit of collage here. This is one of the pages from the kit. I printed both sides, but sadly my printer was running out of ink, so it didn't print too well, the ones I put on the back. So I've just covered them up with some vintage looking paper and a little bit of extra decoration. So that's a fairly thickish page, but works really quite nicely, I think. And obviously there's lots of extra journaling space. We've got some stenciling, one of Tracie Fox style hanging tags there. This is some more book paper. I've edged some of the pages and put some little charms on into these tabs. This is from Silhouette. I've collaged, this one didn't print too badly, so I've collaged a little bit on this side. This is a top tuck spot, and I've just put some fairly random book pages under these, just for a bit of extra interest. You can read them, you could use them in journals or collage, whatever really. There's another one there. This is the principal events of 1926 in the UK. So that may be of interest to you over in the States, I don't know. Scrapbook paper. I've used some found quotes over tissue paper and some tiny butterfly stickers. That shouldn't be on there. This is from the Silhouette kit, and I've edged that with a little bit of sari silk. And again, I've put some blank paper over that. That's another page. It's a really gorgeous kit, it really is. This is a pocket. One of the tags, again, that I've dressed up with a label and a little, let's just snip that off, a little label and a flower. This is decoupage tag, just laid up some little tags there. Got a bird charm on that one. This pocket, I've got another tag from the kit, another of my made journal cards, and some vintage ephemera. It's a New York postcard that I picked up from somewhere. Quite heavy tea staining, but I really liked that. Another page from Silhouette kit. This is some paper that I bought, actually sort of marbled paper, which is quite pretty. We've got Edith Holden in the middle. You can see there where I've tied the sari silk through. It's a piece that's joined, so there's a little seam there. I've made an envelope pocket with one of the tags. I think we're following a theme here that's also a vintage postcard. Some more of that lovely paper. It ties in really nicely with this vintage garden. This is from my Encyclopedia of Gardening. Looks good with that, I think. Another tag and card. You can see where the my printer was running out of ink, so it came out a little bit yellow in places. Some more vintage book page. And again there. This is from Kaiser Craft, this scrapbook paper. This is a collage tag. Another little corner collage. And in the back pocket, I've done a similar thing. So we've got one of Tracie's tags from the Silhouette kit, a journal card, this time a bit of fabric on the bottom, and a vintage playing card. So, and this is fabric on the inside as well, some batik fabric. So that's that one. It measures the same as most of them, but it always escapes me. So it's just under 6 by about 8.5. And then the other one that I've done to put in the shop is a different style of journal. This is more of a writing journal, so I wouldn't expect that this would take a whole lot of additional ephemera. I have doubled up the pages along the spine, so there is some room if you did want to stick things in. It's fabric over chipboard. Because of the glue I've used, I have got a slight bit of warping, which I'll show you. This is I made for the front, but I really truly couldn't decide whether to stick that on or not, so I've left that separate. This one measures 6 by 8.5, my usual. The spine is narrower and is about 1 1/8". Fluff everywhere. And this one works a little bit more like a standard book. So I just want to show you the end papers. So that's the front and the back. It's a loose spine, and this is all glued in. There are 160 pages, counting the fronts and the backs. This, when I say warping, it's barely noticeable. But if that's not your thing, then obviously this isn't for you. And I will just quickly flick through it because I have put quite a lot of different papers in that, and it's quite stiff. Sometimes the glue, this was my first attempt at one of these books, and I've overglued it slightly in places, and it's quite stiff because I've bordered all of these pages to give you a bit of extra space in case you did want to stick something in. It does. And here you can see where the signatures are stitched together, I guess. They're stitched and then glued, sort of a Coptic type stitching. It's ink dyed. So all book pages, tea stained. Bead of ledger, the pink and the pink. This really is for people that just like to write. When I write in these sort of books and I've got pattern paper like this, I probably would just write over that. I might stick a small picture in or something. And I probably would use these pages to write things that I didn't really want necessarily anybody else to see. So I'd make it difficult for them to read, really. Not that I write a whole lot of things like that, you understand. I have a happy life, really. You can see there's a lot of pages in this one, but no real embellishing unless you count these edges. And that's glued at the back there, that end paper. That's my book. So that's that one. If you're interested in that one, I shall be putting that one in the Etsy shop as well. Thank you. Bye bye.